Hello everyone and welcome to another Starcraft 2 livecast. For this one, I'm playing a TvZ
Not enough minerals.
on Cerulean Falls. So we gotta send out an SCV now.
Not
and
enough
depot.
Minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots required. Our SCVs are under attack.
It's kind of late pointing out that Inge Bay.
I can't build here.
Okay.
Base is under attack. Not enough minerals.
Can't be Zerglings already, can it? Yeah, I didn't think so.
Not enough minerals. Base is under attack.
Okay. Looks like he's taking a third hatchery.
Additional supply depots required. Command center upgrade complete. Command center upgrade complete. Add-on complete. Not enough minerals. Insufficient rescue gas. Command center upgrade complete. Not enough.
All right, let's see what we got here. Spawning pool.
Mayday! Mayday!
Base is under attack. Add-on complete. Command center upgrade complete.
One too many Vikings.
Not enough energy.
All right, this.
Upgrade complete.
Spire and Hydra. Okay. It's the everything build.
Can't hold them
Additional
alone.
supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Add-on complete. Research complete. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Base is under attack. Add-on complete.
Can't hold them alone.
Mineral field depleted. Not enough minerals.
Mayday! Mayday!
Mineral field depleted.
Okay.
Not enough minerals. Research. Not enough minerals. Mineral field.
I can't build here.
I should also build another starport. So I love gas for some reason.
Upgrade complete. Additional supply depots required. Research complete. Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
Got any extra firepower?
Mineral field depleted. Additional supply depots required. Add-on complete. Mineral field depleted. Additional supply depots. Not enough minerals. Not enough energy. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals. Upgrade
It's heating up out
complete.
here.
Additional supply depots required.
It's heating up out here.
Your forces are under attack. Command center.
Got any extra firepower?
3-3.
Not enough energy. Insufficient Vespine gas. Unacceptable landing zone. Our SCVs are under attack. Your forces are under attack. Mineral field base is under attack.
Got any extra firepower?
Additional mineral field depleted.
That should be it, right?
Your forces are under attack.
Yeah. We gone down to 3 bases, and we definitely at least wiped out the mineral line of that base. But with auto turrets and hellbats rolling in, might have ended up even being worse for him. Looks like he got So I've been having a lot of trouble against Zerg this patch. The Hydra is slightly nerfed. So it doesn't have the same attack rate, so it does a little bit less DPS. And yeah, obviously Seeker Missile doesn't exist anymore. So from last patch, I expected to have issues with late game Zerg. Like once Parasitic Bomb's on the field, and there's kind of like I have to stay back because of that, and the only way I can kill armies is just to kind of wait, gain a lot of energy, and then wait for the right moment to just kind of wipe them out with Seeker Missile. Well, that doesn't exist anymore, so I have to fight everything with Auto Turret. So I expected to have late game issues versus Zerg, but what I'm finding is I'm actually having early to mid game issues versus Zerg, and I don't know why. This has always been a tough map for me versus Zerg. But the Hydras are nerfed. It does encourage more Spire play. I'm not sure if that's why I'm having issues with. I'm definitely seeing a lot less Roach Ravager, even though neither of those units are nerfed. Huh. Definitely lost some Ravens in that fight. I was actually... I know it sounds weird, but I kind of wanted the Ravens to tank some damage here. Because I felt like it might be the difference between holding this PF or not. So maybe when I came forward here... Yeah, I only lost 2 Ravens, and it might have been from the Corruptors. So I guess he was so focused on the command center. One thing we did very well this game was our upgrades. I got to 3-3 quicker than usual. I don't hear like the upgrade complete thing and know to start my next set of upgrades. It's never really been the case for me, so I just kind of try to remember like naturally, which often means sometimes after 1-1 completes, it might be 5 minutes before I start 2-2, and after 2-2 completes, maybe I never even start 3-3. This game, I think I was kind of on top of it, and it's really important. It makes your Hellbats so much better. And to have like 3-3 Hellbats means not only do I have throwaway minerals in the form of Hellbats, but then they're also strong enough to actually get some work done. For something that costs no gas and no micro on my part, and to actually have it be effective, that's that's pretty powerful. Looks like one Hellbat made it into his main. Yeah, so once these 3 Hydras pop... Are they rallied anywhere? They're probably rallied somewhere, actually. No, they weren't. Only this one was, just the Corruptor. Okay, so once those popped, we would have killed this guy off. But we did kill all of his gas worker here, gas workers, and a good amount of his mineral workers, putting him down to, I don't know, maybe like 8 to 9 workers at that base. And then this base is actually in a lot of trouble because he's kind of run out of juice. He's got 3 Hydras and Corruptors, so yeah, he wouldn't have been able to deal with this. But even if he could clean it up, we still got him back to 3 bases. We still wiped his drone count down to 22. Pretty clearly it's game over. When I pull back this Banshee, I'm not sure if I even should. Like, obviously the harass is worth it, but if you can save the Banshee, it's usually a good thing, right? Like, would you rather kill 4 drones and save the Banshee, or kill 5 drones and lose the Banshee? And then, well, Banshee's worth more than drones, so obviously I'd rather save the Banshee. But if I'm not going to use it for anything from this point forward, which I kind of don't, then maybe it's better just to let it sit here and kill off the more drones. The nice thing about the Banshee is if you leave it on hold position, not only will it not get in range of the Spore Crawler, but also won't get in range of the Queens. The Queens can shoot further than the Banshee. And where that's normally a bad thing, in this case it's a good thing because you just want to be shooting drones anyways. So as long as I stay on hold position, I'll never shoot at the Queens, I'll never shoot at the Spore, which means I'll kill the maximum amount of drones if he doesn't pull. So I pulled away, and there's still 2 drones that are 1 hit away from killed. And he still has to hit me like 2 more times, I think. So I definitely get 1 more kill, I think. Maybe 2 if I'm super lucky. If I do pull it back, I can use it to... Sometimes I patrol between all the different neutral bases. That way I kill off any scoutlings, and I'll catch a hatchery when it's going up. Sometimes I like to go to the edge of his creep with a Banshee and just sit there waiting for a new creep tumor to come popping out. Of course, often there's Queens at the edge of his creep too, so that doesn't always work. But I think I'd rather just take an extra drone kill. That seemed a little silly. I should figure out where Zerg likes to put all the overlords on each map. It's probably worth it. So it looks like we had a worker lead the entire first portion of the game. Yeah, I mean, for moments he'll take a 10 worker lead, but he kind of stopped there. I think if we go back even further. Actually, no, that's not true. He did jump up quickly. I always want to hit at least 45 before he hits 60. And it looks like we were able to accomplish that. Yeah, so he definitely took a big macro opener, droned up really hard, even with our worker kills, which was 4. But he kind of stopped at the 60-70 number for a while, and was very able to catch up. Got the queen, bunch of zerglings, creep tumors. I also got all the forward creep tumors with these auto turrets. He's got a large army on the field, but he's not using it. And then he ends up pulling it back. So that was a huge positional advantage for me. Caught him out of position, and instead of counterattacking, he came all the way back home. Which isn't a long trek for Zerg, but still a trek. Yeah, and I think once we save that base, it's basically a game. Units lost is 12k in our favor. We held our 5 bases, so our economy is going like crazy. Keep spamming up those Hellbats. And our upgrades are pretty much on point. I think I started 1-1 late. Like the first set of upgrades. So they complete around 8 minutes, and then 10 seconds later restart it. Okay, so that's good. And those upgrades finish at around 10. Yeah, 10 minutes. And we immediately start the next upgrade, so that's good. Then the upgrades finish at 12:18. And we started at 13. So less than a minute afterwards. Yeah, I'm happy with that game. This build is weird, and it's kind of got like a parabolic start where I start so slow. Because I start my upgrades early, and when you have no units, obviously that's not useful. Then my production is so late because I went 4 command centers off the start. But then once things really get going, once the production kicks in, and then my upgrade lead I have going is just explodes. Anyways, with that, we'll call it the end of this video. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and I'm out of here. Goodbye.